Welcome back. We're changing out our clothes for the season, taking off those socks. Time to get outside. But you know what else is a sure sign of spring?
Well, it's maple syrup season, that's for sure. Jordan continues his journey at the Barkhausen in Swamico. You're following the maple syrup journey.
That's right, you guys. We just got some of it from the tree, so this is what it looks like. Let's kind of review here. This is what I drank right before the break, and it's, you know, it's like sugar water essentially, but it doesn't have a whole lot of sugar yet, so you need a whole lot of this to make the goods, which is right here. And this is the syrup that they made last year right here at Barkhausen. So we have Jason over here, and he's telling us all about the process. You know, we're talking about, you know, what the tree actually looks like when you spile it. So
yeah, this is kind of a cool feature. One of the trees got knocked down in a windstorm last year, and so we were able to take a cross section of it. And if you look here, these are old spots where we actually had tapped the tree previous years. So you can see this little bit is dead wood, but the rest of it is still alive. So one thing people are concerned about is how much does it hurt the tree. Really not that much. And if you do it right, you can use the same tree for many, many, many years.
All right, very cool. So obviously, you know, you have a ton of trees here, and you said you had over 100 gallons already of sap already, you know, harvested. So how do we make it into syrup now?
Yeah, so right now we took that sap from the trees and put in this as what we call our evaporator pan. And then this, if you want, you can actually just open this up. This is where we kind of start warming the sap up. We'll pour it into here. You can open it wide up. There you go. And then we're trying to get the bulk of the water to leave the sap to get a more concentrated sugar right here in this pan.
Wow, very cool. So about how long does it take to get it to where you need it to be?
I would say for us, if we did it like all the way through about 8 to 10 hours to go from this to syrup. But we're usually doing this in stages. We'll get bulk of it done one day, and the next day we're actually turning it to syrup inside our shop. Just because I don't want to burn sugar on the pan. This is too big of a pan to do it on.
Oh, very cool.
Yeah.
Man, all right, so we also have some things over here, too, you know, that you can talk about. Some different grades of it, which, you know, it gets a little bit complicated, but, you know, essentially.
You know, people are always asking why they're different colors. You know, they call this like grade A Vermont fancy, and then they get some really dark stuff. This is even darker than that. Really, the grade comes what time of the year you're collecting the sap. Later in the season is usually darker, and the more you cook it, the darker it tend to get. Lighter stuff's good for like the ice cream and the pancakes, like we'll be having this Saturday coming up. But then if you just want to just cook with it, dark stuff's just as good.
And we were doing the, you know, the process before. We took a little bit of the current stuff out of there, and you're kind of measuring the sugar content of it. How does that work?
Yeah, it's kind of nice because I can actually tell the percentage of sugar. And so when this flows, usually it's about 2%. With how much sugar is actually in our sap out here. This is called a hydrometer. And from there, I can roughly estimate it'd probably take about 46 gallons of sap to give me a gallon of syrup.
Okay,
that's about 2%.
Now, you also said that this week is perfect. The weather is going to be great for it. You know, what are the ideal conditions for making this?
Yeah, you want below freezing nights and above freezing weather. So like I tell the kids, you got puddles that are frozen driveway in the morning, and those puddles melted in the afternoon. That's maple syrup weather.
There you go.
This week's looks perfect. Next week, it might be, we'll get too warm. We might have a very short season this year. We'll see how the temperatures work out.
All right, so for people who want to come learn more about this, I mean, obviously, people are itching to get out here. They can, you know, learn about tapping the trees. They can learn about this process, too. You have the event coming up this Saturday, right?
Yeah, this Saturday, 9:30, 3 o'clock. Drop in whenever. We do about an hour tour. And we'll go learn all the steps in the process, like how trees get the sugar in there, how to actually taste the sap come off the tree, similar to what you kind of did, but probably right from the tree. Have the kids actually practice drilling the tree, see this, and we wrap it up inside with some of our syrup and some vanilla ice cream.
A little ice cream, too, and you do not need to register for this. That's the best part about it, too.
Yeah, you just drop in any time, and then we have tours. We have about 3 tour guides leading tours out. It's a consistent thing all day, and it's whenever works for your schedule. And then if you want to come next week, we have one on next Wednesday from 9 to 11. That one you do have to register for. That's good for families who are on spring break when a little something to do during the day on next Wednesday.
All right, let's. We need to taste test here. I'll give you your spoon. So this is basically what we do. We drizzle it on ice cream at the very end.
It's like a Mary Poppins thing going on right now.
All right. he said he had jokes, you know, on standby for this, so I'm glad he got one out there. All right, cheers, man. Ooh. That's really good. That's solid.
Oh, yeah. I've been doing this 10-plus years, and it's always as good.
And I know they're going to ask, you know, are we going to be able to bring some back to the studio and share what?
I think we'll give you at least a little pint, maybe a quart. We'll see how much you like.
Just a little taste.
Yeah, just a little taste.
Little So you're not going to, like, make us a pancake breakfast or anything?
No, you guys can probably do it. I'll make maybe put in some little drink later at night or something like that.
All right, yeah, very good. All right. So that's how it's done here, you guys. You know, make sure you come here this Saturday. It's going to be an awesome event.
All right. Thank you so much.
I
I'm
actually
looking
have
forward to it.
leftover pancakes in my office from this weekend, so stop on down. You bring the syrup.
I'll just take a spoonful of syrup. Helps the medicine go down.
Perfect.
All right, thanks.